Hey guys, welcome to today's video and welcome on into my beauty stash. I have a few new Danessa Myricks products to try out for you guys today. I asked you all if you wanted to see a dedicated video over the Yummy Skin Serum Skin Tint, and a lot of you said yes. So I'm just going to do a one-day wear test on this, about 10 to 12 hours on my 41-year-old normal to oily skin. Some quick specifics about this new skin tint from Danessa Myricks. It does retail on Sephora for $36. It's going to provide light hydrating coverage. It says that it's infused with collagen and niacinamides, and I got the shade 3, which is described as fair to light with golden undertones. Now, I also picked up the pink setting powder. This one is currently sold out on the Sephora website, but it might be in stock over on the Danessa Myricks website. This powder retails for $24. It says it's going to be brightening and it's going to provide a matte finish. The skin tint is going to be a radiant finish, so I actually think they're going to pair perfectly with one another. The powder does come in 8 shades and the foundation does come in 6, or the skin tint I should say comes in 16 different shades. So I'm going to be wearing this again 10 to 12 hours in this South Texas heat and humidity. I think today we're scheduled to be at 102, 103. I have a few errands to run, so I'll be indoors and outdoors, and we'll just see how these new Danessa Myricks skin products are going to wear. If you guys want to see this wear test in action, keep on watching. Okay, so this concealer, this skin tint dropped while I was on vacation, so I know there's probably quite a few videos of it floating around. I was just going to use it in a get ready with me style of video, but some of you wanted to see a dedicated review, and who am I to deny you guys a foundation review? That is one of my most favorite things to do here on my channel. And if it is your first time here on my channel, let me just say hello and welcome to all of you and invite you to become part of our makeup family. Do me a favor, click on that subscribe button, hit the bell next to it, that way you can be notified every time I drop a new video. And if you are a fan of Danessa Myricks, if you're a fan of foundation reviews, or you just want to see what all these new goodies are all about, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up before you go. I'm going to go in with a Danessa Myricks primer, and this is the Yummy Skin Glow Serum Primer. Let me give this a good shake. Now, I have a love-hate relationship with several Danessa Myricks skin products or complexion products. That's what the serum looks like. The blurring balm, or that cream to powder type of balm, that did not work for me at all, and I bought it in a second shade to give it a second chance, but I just cannot seem to make that product work for me. And it's unfortunate because it sounded just so good, the description and everything, but yeah, just never worked for me. Really disappointed with that. I did get it like in the translucent shade, and then I got it in a shade that was more my skin tone, and neither unfortunately worked. But I do love this primer. As you can see, it does add a bit of a glow to the complexion. Now we're gonna go in with the Yummy Serum Skin Tint. Once again, I have shade 3 in this one. Let me give it a good shake, and it does come with a little squeezy tube. Oh yeah, I think this is gonna be a good shade match for me. Maybe it's a little too light since I did come back with a little bit of a tan. I'm going to use my BK Beauty 101 foundation brush, and then I'll use a sponge on the other side just so we can see what the coverage is like. I am going to be doing another video right after this where I'm going to be trying the new NYX and Barbie collection. How many of you guys are excited for that collection? I might possibly, I don't know yet, but I might possibly be doing a giveaway in that video. So you're definitely going to want to stay tuned for that. I think you guys will see that video go up before you see this one, but I just thought it looked too cute. One of my friends actually is in New York City right now, and she just left yesterday. I told her, you guys better go see the new Barbie cafe that opened. I believe it opened on Saturday, and it's all dedicated to the new movie coming out. So I'm really hoping she does that so she can get some pictures for me, and that way I can show you guys. But I think it looks really cute. So this skin tint is actually providing really good coverage, and it said it was going to be light coverage. I kind of feel like it's a little more medium coverage, and I'm loving the shade. I think this is a great shade match for me. All right, so I still have some on the back of my hand. I'm going to go in with my damp beauty sponge, and I'm just going to start stamping this into the skin. I really have a feeling the brush is going to be your best bet, especially because this is on the lighter side of coverage. But if you're looking for something that just is going to provide, like, maybe evening out your skin tone, then definitely use the sponge, because you'll get a lighter application that way. I like a little bit more coverage. I'm more into medium full coverage when it comes to my foundations, but typically skin tints, they do have more on the light to medium side of coverage. And as you can see, I've already used everything that's on the back of my hand. I still need to cover a little bit more, but there you can at least see what it looks like with a brush and sponge application. Now, there is a little bit of a scent to this. It's not like a fragrance scent, because it is fragrance free. I did pump out a little bit more. It's more kind of like an organic scent. This is also vegan, as is the setting powder. Setting powder is also fragrance free. Right here on the sides of my cheeks is always the area where I like to build up coverage. And I believe I said this in the intro, but in case I didn't, I am 41 years old and I do have normal to oily skin, oily primarily in my T-zone. I think this is looking really pretty, especially with that serum primer underneath. I am hoping and praying that this gets me a good 10 hours. That's typically what I want in a foundation. I want it to last a good 10 hours. For me, that was a typical workday, 10 hours. So anything else after that is just cherry on top. Okay, I think this looks really, really pretty. I am going to take what's left and I'm just going to press over everything, make sure everything is as seamless as possible. Now, I don't have a Danessa Myricks concealer. I don't know if Danessa Myricks has any concealers out. I know that blurring balm can be used in a multitude of different ways. But like I mentioned, that never worked for me. But you know, her first two foundations, the original one and then the one that accompanied this primer, those two worked for me. Go figure. I know a lot of people had some difficulties with that other primer, or not the other primer, but that other foundation, but those two always worked for me, and this is looking gorgeous. I am loving the beautiful glow I am getting from this. All right, now I'm going to go in with the latest concealer in my stash. This is the reformulated Armani Power Fabric Concealer, and in this one, I use shade 2. And I'm using, of course, my BK Beauty 101. Not my BK 101, my BK Beauty A506 concealer brush. My favorite concealer brush, this one and the one from Rare Beauty. Those are my faves. And also Temu. Temu has a dupe for the Rare Beauty one. So those are my three go-tos. But mainly this one. Wow, I think that's looking really nice. This is the third time I wear this Power Fabric concealer. And I have to say that both times have done a great job. I like it. First time ever I'm trying stuff from like Armani Beauty. I picked up one of those glowy blushes the other day. I think you all saw that in one of my more recent Get Ready With Me videos. And yeah, I like this. I like this. Okay, so I'm going to give my face a spritz with the Benefit the Professional Super Setter. Once again, I've been doing my setting spray first prior to applying any powder products, just in case there's like any water droplets left behind. I can pat them out with my sponge, which is what you're seeing me do now. But I really like this technique, and once again I got it from Rose and Ben over on Instagram. You definitely need to follow her account if you are not already. Notice I did not spot conceal the sides of my cheeks. This is where I have old acne scars and minor discoloration. I think I have a little bit more discoloration now that I came back from the Turks and Caicos, just from, you know, being out in the sun a little bit more than usual, or a lot more than usual. But yeah, I'm happy with the little tan that I got. You know, this is as dark as I'm ever going to get unless I put on self tanner. Okay, so I'm thinking the complexion looks beautiful, glowy, as of course you guys know I love. I love a glowy complexion, but I want to be matte in my T-zone. So now we're gonna go into this pink setting powder. The official name of this one is the Evolution Powder Priming Smoothing Setting Powder in the shade pink. And it does have the little netting in there. Let me go get a clean powder puff. Okay, so I have my powder puff. I get these powder puffs at Temu or like at Shop Miss A. You don't need to spend a lot of money on them. I think they have like a pack of 8 or 10 for like $5. And I am gonna set my T-zone. Okay, so I think this powder is pairing perfectly. And as you can see, it took the glow down a little bit, especially like here in the T-zone. I'm not going to apply setting powder to the sides of my cheeks. I'm going to go in with like blush and bronzer and all that stuff because a lot of those things are in that NYX and Barbie collection. But here's how my complexion is looking. I think it looks really nice. I think this might be my winner from Danessa Myricks, and I'm loving how it paired with the Serum Primer and of course the Armani Power Fabric Concealer. I'm going to have this makeup on for 10 to 12 hours today. I will most definitely do my check-ins throughout the day, letting you see how this is wearing on my 41-year-old normal to oily skin. Right now it still feels tacky, especially on the sides of my face because I did not set it, but everywhere else this feels very lightweight. It feels very comfortable, and I'm hoping and praying that this is going to be a new holy grail skin tint from Danessa Myricks. We shall see. Stay tuned. Hey guys, this is a 6-hour check-in with this new skin tint from Danessa Myricks. I think my complexion looks really good. I still think it looks glowy. Slightly too glowy. I feel like going forward, this is going to be a skin tint that I'm definitely going to have to touch up at least midpoint throughout the day. But I'm loving the coverage. I just love the way it looks. I think I just look very fresh-faced, very glowy, a little bit of dewy going on. But I do always like to touch up during the day, especially like on my T-zone, but I don't do any touch-ups when I'm doing these foundation reviews and wear tests. But I would say so far it's looking pretty good. If you're wondering about the makeup, I'm like all Barbied out today because I just reviewed the new NYX and Barbie the Movie collection, which there is a giveaway in that video. So if you guys are wondering how the collection performed, you're definitely going to have to go check out that video because it's going to go up before this one does. And there is a giveaway for the PR box. You're definitely going to want to check that one out, especially if you're a fan of Barbie. But I'm liking the way the skin tint looks. I think it's performing really well. It still has a few more hours to go, so I'll be back later on and we'll wrap up this wear test. I'll let you guys know my final thoughts on the Yummy Skin tint from Danessa Myricks. All right, guys, we've come to about the 10.5-hour
hour mark of me trying out the new Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Serum Skin Tint. I have to say, I think this held up pretty well. I had a natural glow going on all day long. I think if I wouldn't have paired it with the glowy serum that accompanies this one, I think I could get or be a little bit more matte at this point. I also like the powder. I forgot to mention the powder in the 6-hour check-in, but I do think the powder laid really well under the eye area in the T-zone. I'm going to continue to use it, continue to try it out. I'm like on this pink powder kick right now. I'm like wanting to try all of the new pink powders that have been coming out. But you know what? I like this one. I like this one. I was indoors, outdoors, 102, 103 degree weather. Like, it is just unreal, the heat and humidity down here. It's in South Texas. But this still feels nice. It feels lightweight. It does still feel a little bit tacky, like right here, because obviously I didn't set that area, but everywhere else, I think it held up really well. It's a nice light to medium coverage. I think it's a decent medium coverage. And if you're looking for something, you know, lightweight, skin tint, which is exactly what this is, I think this is going to work out great for you. I especially think it's going to work a little bit better for those of you with normal to dry skin versus those of you with full-on oily skin. I think if you're full-on oily skin and you want to try this out, you're definitely going to need to go in with a mattifying primer. Now, I've also been trying this one out from One Size. I know this is not new, but this is new to me. And this is a Turn Up the Base BB cream. I find that these are a little bit similar, but I think between the two of them, I would definitely have to give it to the Danessa Myricks. Now, if you want a drugstore option, I'm a broken record with this, guys. I'm always going to love this one, and they better never ever discontinue it. Wet n Wild Tinted Hydrator, especially those of you with full-on oily skin and normal to oily skin. This is a skin tint that you absolutely must have in your stash. It has hyaluronic acid, and it has squalane, and it's oil-free. I love this one. It's $5 or $6, and it is absolutely fantastic. Other than that, guys, that's all I have for you today. I like the way my skin looks. I love this glow that I have going on. Maybe it's still the glow that I have from going on vacation for almost 2 weeks, but I think this one from Danessa Myricks did a beautiful job. Let me know if you guys have tried it out. What has your experience been? Leave it in the comments down below. I want to thank you guys so much for watching another one of my videos. You all have a great day or night wherever it is you all are at. Stay hydrated, guys. Drink that water. It is so important. And I'm going to see you all very soon. Bye.